this is Lena from Lena's Crafty Corner. I did Roxy's weekly challenge, which was week 15, and it was putting the tabs to make these into like file folders using book page. And then I thought I'd try my own variation, which was just another variation that I thought for these, was to use 2 pieces of book page and have a pocket in the middle. So, I mean, I do make these quite often, but I never put the tab on. I just make the little booklets with, and I usually put a few pages in one side and then just have that as a pocket there, but not with the tab on. So that's the bit that's different. You want 2 pieces of paper. Again, I've still got a lot of papers there, so I'll move them out my way now. And all I'm going to do is cover what will become the inside pages. Oh, I've got a bit of this. This is only thin. It is scrapbooking paper. If I just come off there slightly, I can level it up, yeah. So I'm going to go with this piece here and just go along this edge. You want it stronger. So oh, all over my fingers. To give my bone folder a wipe down, it's got all stuck up and a bit disgusting. Let me just have a look. I've got a piece of this that's I could just put down there. Let me just have a look. So let's do that to there, and just do that down there. Because I'm going to go with that piece there, I can just trim the other bits off. I can trim from that edge. Right, so let's do that one. Get those bits out of the way. So I'm using my glue book at the minute. What I've done is I've left the pages on and just turned them over, because that's what I find. I have that many pages floating about if I'm tearing them off. So I've just left them on, and I might be able to get on with it better. But I do normally like my board with my Teflon stuff on, but I can't get it into this camera. Now I've changed my camera setup, I can't get it in and out and without knocking the camera, so I've stopped using it at the minute. I use it when I haven't got my camera up there, but there we go. I like that. I do like that piece though, and I don't want to just get rid of that, but I've glued it, so I'm just doing that there. So that's one piece covered, ready to go. And then I'll do the same with this one. And what I'm going to do with this, just to save time, I'm going to do a piece of this because I really like this. So I'm just going to put a piece of this all the way along there. So I'm going to just cut down some of these edges. So this, I don't know what paper this was. I shall have to look it up. It's very pretty paper, but I've actually done it on some coffee dyed papers as well, which made it look even better. So I am just going to cover this piece completely. And it's, if anybody has watched it, it's called Behind Her Eyes, and it's not something we would normally watch. Full of secrets and lies and very twisty turny type of thing. Very, very good. Kept me gripped right till the very last bit. Really interesting. Strange, not normally something we would go for, but it was, we actually really enjoyed it. In fact, I watched the end bit twice because my husband fell asleep, and I said, oh, you've got to watch this. It's one of those things that you can't take your eyes off it for a minute. You've got to keep watching it. So I watched a bit of the last one again, because I knew he'd be asking me questions and I wasn't quite. Well, I'm going to have to watch this again. But it was very, very good. Well worth checking out. And that's called Behind Her Eyes on Netflix. Really good. Right then. So that's one of the inside papers, and this one's the other. So I'll just get the originals so you can see what I'm doing. So what I've been working on this one here and this one here. So then what you do is you fold these. I mean, they're quite wet at the minute. You fold these completely in half, and it's up to you whether you neaten those edges up. I am going to do, but I'm going to do them when I've folded them together so I get them the same. And you just want good crease. I say normally if I wasn't doing it straight onto video, I would just let the glue dry a little bit, just so it makes it easier. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to glue those two together. So you've got that piece facing that way and these two pieces. So you'd fold that one in with the bit you've just covered in that way, and that one that way, like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to glue down here and put these two together. And I'm going to use, if I can find it, my art glitter glue to just do this. Stop it clogging up. So let's just do that edge. And then you literally just put one on to the other. So I line up the folds to get them level. I line up each fold like that. Because you need those folds level there. And then just burnish it down with your bone folder. And then you can just trim them. When you've done this, you can just trim them. Once you've got them stuck down, so then what you'll end up with now is, I'm not going to pull it apart, but you've got a pocket in the middle there, and then you've got that side showing there and that side showing there. And then if you do just want to trim this up, as I say, I would normally just leave it, and I'm only taking bits my scissors need, because if you cut in when you've obviously got wet glue on your scissors, what you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with your scissors all glued up, which I have right now. And then, of course, I can't do anything. Right, so that's what I'm left with at the moment. And then we're going to put a piece of paper. This is use a piece of, I'm using a double-sided piece here, but you don't need to, because you just pick a piece. I'm going to go with this one, I think. This is quite a pretty one with the roses on. And it was already folded because I think it was going to go in a signature, and it wasn't very straight. So I've taken it out. So I'm just looking, if I've got a straight edge, I'll just cut from one edge, and I think I have. Yeah. So you can cut this down whichever way you want to cut it. Well, I can neaten it up once it's done. So this just, because it obviously isn't very level there, but that's just because of the way I've cut it. I've got a piece, but I can do that when I've finished. And I say you can do that on your trimmer, or you can do it by hand. So I'm going to do that with, so you've got both your folds here, and you're going to glue this down. Obviously, if you're going to cut some off, then make sure you come in a little bit with your glue, so when you cut it off, you've still got it. And I don't always use my fine tip, because that's just me. I'm going to put my pin in just to keep that open for now while I do this. So I'm just going to get that right on that edge. Of course, I get a bit of spilling. And then I'm going to do the same with that. I do like to leave the door open. Right, let's just get these edges. I don't want this to all glue it to each other, to each page, so I'm just let me just open it quickly so I don't get the glue spilling out everywhere. Right, so that's what you'll end up. So just remember that your fold pieces go in the inside there. You only cover one side of each piece of your paper, and then you put the uncovered pieces. Put your uncovered pieces together, back to back, the pieces that you haven't covered, and they go inside there to form your pocket, and then you cover all the way over the outside, and that's what you're left with. It's very wet and very soggy at the minute, and then what I will do is I will trim it down just to get it level, because it's not level, but it's so wet at the minute. I don't like cutting it when it's so wet. Right, so this is all dried now, and I've trimmed it down, and I've actually shaped the corners, but I'm going to have to change that on this one. So I've trimmed it down on two of the edges. Obviously that's your middle bit now, that's your pocket, and I've trimmed it down here, And then this side I've left slightly longer because I said I would show you how Keepsakes from Patty Cakes did hers. She actually did it on the piece she was doing. She didn't stick a piece on, whereas I sort of have these ones and I stick them on. She did it this way. So I've left this one slightly longer and I'm going to put it in. Now, because this is a smaller edge, I'm not going to quite go to the 2 1/4. I'm going to go to about, what am I going to do there? About 1 3/4 there. Just before the 2. I think just to, that's better. That's taken that bit out. I just had to press a bit harder. I wasn't pressing hard enough. Right, and I'm going to go, I'm just estimating it because of the edges. So it might be a smaller tab there. Right, press really hard. Oh, because it's quite thick. Yeah, and then you're going to cut that piece off and that piece off, and you'll be left with that piece in the middle. So it is quite a good way. I do like the way she did it. It just takes a little bit more thinking for me to do it this way. But as I say, it is a good way to do it. Right, let's get them bits out. So then you just do the same again. You just cut these bits off. If I can do it straight. Have I got that straight? That's it. And then you literally cut these bits off right into that curved bit. And then do the same here. Yeah, so then you're left with that on the front with your tab, and these are your bits. And then you can either leave it like that, or I'm just going to put a bit of decoration on here just to finish it off. So let's have a look. I think I'm going to go with one of these lace flowers again because I just think they're really pretty. I've just got some odds and ends here. What's that? No, I don't think I want a teapot. Oh, I've got a nice bit of doily there. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. I don't know whether that's really enough. In fact, I think this is just a little bit too big. Let me just trim this off a bit, because I don't really want that flower covering. And I think I'm just going to put that on there like that with a glittered butterfly. It's just a die cut with a bit of gold glitter on it. So yeah, I like that. Like that. So I'm just going to put some, just put a bit of, I call it Fabri-Tac. I say this every time. They're very, very similar, but mine's 3 in 1. I don't think there's much difference in the actual product. Oh, that's Oscar Birkin. Sorry about that. I must have heard somebody outside. There we go. That's that. This doesn't need to be. Where's my lipstick? Just use my. Oops. Still using my book page just to glue with. Right, which way around did I have this? Is it that way? And just because this is stronger. Right, so I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac on here just because I've got the lid off. Could have used my art glitter glue, but it's stronger card this on the glitter paper, so thought it needed something a bit stronger than the glue stick. That's it. This glitter paper that doesn't shred the glitter, it's just another way to put a bit of bling down, really. I just quite like that. Yeah, and I don't think I'm doing anything else on that one. I think that one's quite simple and just pretty. And then that's the inside, plenty of room for journaling on. You could still journal over that if you wanted. And then I'm just going to leave the back plain again. And then this is going to go, oh, the only thing I do need to do is I just need to round these corners. And I'm not sure how successful that's going to be. Oh, that one got in. You can't always get it. Oh yeah, I've managed that fairly well. Is that going to... Oh. Yeah, so I've managed to round the corners, and that's it finished. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please give me the thumbs up. I'm nearly at my 100 subscribers, so I'm ready to do my giveaway. If you want to join in the giveaway, there's a video. I'll put the link to the actual video, and you just need to leave me a comment on that video to be in with a chance to win the giveaway. But you do need to be a subscriber and leave me a message. Anyway, so I'll say bye for now, and I'll be back to you shortly with another video. Thank you for watching. Keep safe.